Hey dog, Joe Witt don't have no faith in the secondary, bruh. None. Zero. Zero. Hey, Fred Smoot that made a similar comment to what I'm about to say, and Joe Witt made a similar comment. And as fans, I don't want y'all to start agreeing with shit because in society, people would say things whether they're true or false, and they keep repeating it over and over again until it become like a false truth. People would say it so much that it seems like it's true, but it's not true. Like, for instance, when people say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If you look up the definition of insanity, it don't say no shit like that. But people say that shit so much that they just say that shit as if that's what it is. And that is not the definition of insanity at all. You know what I'm saying? They only use that as a definition when you're going to like Narcotics Anonymous meetings or Alcohol Anonymous meetings. That's like some fellowship type shit. That's not the real definition, man. Google insanity, look up the definition of insanity. It don't say doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. That's some bullshit. So Fred Smoot and Joe Witt basically said that quarterbacks don't make mistakes. The only time a quarterback turn the ball over is if they're uncomfortable or, you know what I'm saying, like it gotta be pressure on them. But if a quarterback don't have no pressure, they don't make no mistakes and you ain't gonna get no turnovers. And dog, that's some bullshit, bruh. That's some bullshit. For one, quarterbacks are human beings. It could be a completely clean pocket and you can have all day to throw the ball and you can still make a fucked up throw. That's because we're human beings. We're not perfect. Secondly, dog, a quarterback don't have to make a bad throw, a terrible throw for a pass to get picked off, man. That's why you have great defensive backs. Ask Deion Sanders if the only time he caught an interception was when a quarterback made a bad throw. Ask Champ Bailey that. Ask Darryl Green that, man. Ask the great corners that. That just let me know that it ain't no great corners no more, man. It's only a couple of them, man. You know what I'm saying? It's only like a couple of them, man. It's probably like 2 or 3 great corners in the league, man. It ain't the cornerback position, man. Like, we need a new generation of people that's young, that want to be cornerbacks. They got to find a way to appeal to these young dudes when they're growing up and they're kids so that they can want to play defensive back, man. Because it seems like people want to be receivers, but they not good catching the ball or running routes. So then, you become a defensive back or something. And nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need talent, you need skills, and great defensive backs can pick the ball off, even if it's a great throw. So many times I see like deep passes, whether it's a goal route or post route or whatever, and the corner has good cover. It's a good throw. The receiver running good. The corner is right beside him. Nice throw. Nice everything. But instead of the corner turning around and locating the ball, you know what I'm saying, and keeping, you keep a body on a receiver, like say this the sideline, you know what I'm saying, you running, like you keep a body on a receiver so you can feel him, and you looking back for the ball at the same time. Then you can make it could be a perfect pass, but because you're playing the ball, you can make the play on the ball as if you're the receiver. Too many times I see corners, they running with the receiver and the ball is coming this way and they never turn their head to locate the ball. They just looking at the receiver. They just watching the receiver. And then, when a receiver like eyes get big or whatever, then they try to throw their hands up and they try to put their hands in between the receiver, but you don't know where the ball is. And the receiver end up catching the ball over you. Then you want to say, oh yeah, that was a great pass by the quarterback, great everything. But if the corner would have turned around, he could have made a play on the ball. Then would you change your mind and say, oh, it wasn't a good pass, it was a terrible pass? Like, no, man. Cornerbacks make plays, dog. If you a beast, you a beast. You know what I'm saying? We can't get turnovers because them corners are not playing good enough to get turnovers, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we have no man type corner. I thought Lattimore was a man type dude, but he gets dog. You know what I'm saying? And that zone shit don't be working. I don't like zone. It's always hoes in zone, man. If you play zone, like you're gonna get the other team a lot of yards. Like who plays zone and they just shut teams down with that shit? You don't, man. You need people that can play man and lock people up, dog. And we just don't got that right now. But all right, y'all.